If you're going on an Alaskan cruise, I know that you're probably wondering about what to pack and what not to forget. In fact, forgetting some of these things will definitely impact your cruise. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now, if you are going on an Alaskan cruise, you are in luck. You are absolutely going to love it. We recently came back from our very first Alaskan cruise, and there are some things that honestly I was really glad that I brought on my cruise that I didn't forget at home, but there were a couple of things that I didn't even think of, so I wanted to share that with you today. Now, this is not a full Alaska cruise packing list. I'm actually not going to get into specifics of clothing, so that's going to come in another video. But what I am going to share with you in this video is 10 things that you absolutely do not want to forget to pack for your Alaska cruise. Now, before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. Number one, binoculars. Now, if you've seen binoculars on any of the different Alaska cruise packing lists, and perhaps you're thinking, do I really need binoculars? I've never needed them on other types of cruises. Yes, trust me, you absolutely need binoculars. So whether you are looking from your own balcony and you're looking out at the coastline, you'll actually see sometimes some wildlife. You definitely want to get a little bit closer with your binoculars. Now, if you do a whale watching excursion, you definitely want to bring your binoculars. The boats are actually not allowed to go any closer to the whales than 100 feet. And having the binoculars will actually help you to be able to see those whales more clearly. And of course, you're likely going to have a glacier viewing day, and you definitely want to have your binoculars for that. Number two, a crossbody bag. Now, normally I like to wear a purse or a handbag, a tote bag, if you will, when I do go out on excursions. However, when I was in Alaska, I decided instead to use a crossbody bag, and I was so happy that I did. It allowed me to be hands-free when we were canoeing. Yes, we actually canoed. It allowed me to be hands-free when I walked around the cruise ship, but I still wanted to have a few things with me, including my phone, my lip gloss, my sunglasses, my reading glasses, my cruise card. I could keep everything in my crossbody bag. And by the way, crossbody bags are not only popular for women these days, but men are wearing them too. Number three, a water-resistant backpack. Now, I chose a backpack that was 40 liters, so basically a backpack that is pretty large. And the reason that I did that is because I wanted to be able to put our jackets. We were 3 people, so I wanted to have enough room for jackets, water bottles, any of the different things that we might purchase maybe at some of the souvenir shops, that we could put them all in this bag. Now, what I really liked about this one, and I'll show you, is not only is it water resistant, which is pretty important, but there is also this really waterproof insert as well. So this waterproof bag, that's where you can put your wallet and other things that you really do not want to get wet. If you really did need something to be extremely waterproof, if it poured on you that day, this would be very handy. Now, by the way, I will leave links to all of the items that I do mention in this video. I will leave them linked down below in the description of this video. Number four, travel coffee mugs. Now, this is actually something that I didn't bring with me, so I did forget this at home. I do have some, but for some reason, I just thought I'm really not going to need them on my cruise. So we actually bought them at the coffee shop. Anyway, no matter, but this is something really handy. Oftentimes, I was up really early in the morning time, like as early as 5, 6 o'clock, and I really wanted to have a nice big cup of coffee outside, and of course it's Alaska, it is cool, and an insulated travel coffee mug is just perfect for that weather. Number 5, polarized sunglasses. Now, polarized sunglasses are actually something that I think a lot of people don't think about because it's not a Caribbean or a hot weather cruise, but honestly, there's the glare from the sea. There's also the snow-capped mountains, and I found that I absolutely needed my polarized sunglasses. Another thing that I found out is that when you do use your polarized sunglasses and you're looking at the water, it's actually easier to see the wildlife. For instance, the sea otters and the seals and the whales, it's easier to see them in the sea with those sunglasses. Now, the sunglasses that you saw me wearing most of the time on my Alaska cruise are by the company Peepers, and Peepers is actually sponsoring this video. Now, Peepers did send me a few different sunglasses to try on, and I was thrilled to bring them on my Alaska cruise. Now, peepers have many different glasses available, from sunglasses to readers to simple blue light blocking glasses. And by the way, all of the glasses by peepers are actually blue light blocking. Now, these glasses are the ones that I wore for most of my cruise, partially because it really did kind of look cute with my hat, but these glasses are the ultraviolet sunglasses in the color gold. And something that I really liked about them is that they are very lightweight, very comfortable with these spring hinges. Now, the Peepers glasses are a really good quality. They have a 7-layer anti-reflective coating that reduces reflections and glare on the surface of the lens. They also have dual anti-scratch coatings for long-lasting glasses. And the UV 400 protection blocks out 99.9% of UVA and UVB rays. Now, these glasses are very affordable. They're only $29, and you can actually find your perfect pair by going on the Peepers website, and you can do a virtual try-on. So you could try on some of the different styles. You can get some help to find the perfect pair for you. Now, something that I did is not only did I get sunglasses, but I also brought reading glasses with me, because you know the way it is. When you're in the dining room, oftentimes the menu is very small. So I really liked having my reading glasses for that. And something that I like also is they do come in this handy little fabric pouch. So it was just the perfect size, nice and slim. So that was able to fit into my evening bag as well. Now, Peepers are made by a 4th-generation family-run business whose mission it is to deliver affordable glasses at the highest quality. And they have a 90-day return policy, so you can't go wrong by checking them out. Now, you really have to do that virtual try-on. I had so much fun doing it. Now, I am going to leave a link to Peepers down in the description of this video in case you are interested in checking them out. Thank you so much to Peepers for sponsoring this video and for helping me look good on my Alaskan cruise. Number 6, touchscreen gloves. Now, almost whatever time you do go to Alaska, you potentially can have some cool weather. So whether you go in the midst of summer and you do have really cold weather in the morning time, or maybe when you're on your glacier viewing day, or you do go early in the season, like in May, or later in the season, like in October, you're definitely going to need a pair of gloves. Now, something that we found is the temperature was in the morning time, maybe about 45 or so, sometimes going up to 50. So definitely a little bit cool. And we really did need a little glove. This was just perfect. I didn't actually need any warmers inside my glove. These touchscreen gloves were perfect because this way I could still use my phone to take pictures and videos like we are all doing on our Alaskan cruises. Number 7, a hat. It's a good idea for men and women to bring a hat or a beanie, even maybe a baseball cap, but something really to cover your head. Now, we had gone to Alaska in the early part of the season, so like I mentioned, sometimes it was very cool, but in the afternoon, sometimes it warmed up. I didn't necessarily need my hat, but in the morning time, I think most of us are going to still need a hat. Now, a hat really does help you to keep warm, so that is why you're going to want to bring it. Now, of course, before you cruise, do check the weather forecast. I guess that's a little bit of an Alaska cruise tip, but it can vary at any point in the season. Of course, if you see that the weather is supposed to be 70 to 80 the week that you are sailing to Alaska, don't bring the hat. But for the rest of us, even on those glacier days, you're probably going to need it. Rain gear. Now, did you know that Alaska is home to the Tongass National Forest, and that is one of the largest rainforests in the world? So it makes sense that it is going to rain or at least be misty and wet sometimes during your Alaskan cruise. Now, you might get lucky like we were and avoid any big heavy downpours, but you might go during a rainier time of the season and find that you really do need a little bit more protection from the rain. But something that you'll want to do is bring maybe a lined raincoat or bring a poncho. Even a poncho, if it doesn't rain much, you can always throw these in your backpack just in case. Now, if you're going during some of the potentially rainier months of the season, so that would be September and October, then during those months in particular, you might want something a little bit more to protect yourself from the rain. Some people actually bring rain pants as well as a rain jacket. Other people bring waterproof hiking shoes. So again, before your cruise, do check the weather forecast to get an idea of what you might need. Now, something else that is an absolute must to pack on your Alaskan cruise are fleece sweatshirts. Now, I actually brought a couple of these fleece sweatshirts. This one is in this bright pink because I wanted to have some amount of color on me on my Alaskan cruise. But the fleece was just perfect. What you can do when people talk about layering an outfit, what you'll want to do is wear a t-shirt or even a long sleeve t-shirt, put that under and then put your fleece on top. Now, on those warmer days, if you are going during really July, let's say, or even early August, probably that could be enough for you to wear in your cruise ports of call, but other times you might need a puffer jacket on top of that or a light lined jacket, but that fleece is just perfect and it's so warm and cozy. Now, something that I brought on my Alaskan cruise, I'm happy that I did, but I didn't use it in the way that I thought, were my flip-flops. So I didn't end up going to the pool. My husband and my son did. However, what I did use my flip-flops for was to, in the morning time, go out on the balcony, or even sometimes late at night, but especially in the morning time. I would wake up at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning time, sometimes even a little bit earlier, see amazing scenery outside of my balcony. I wanted to get out really quickly, take a photo, or just really enjoy it. And being able to put on my flip-flops right away was just perfect. Now, something else that you can bring as an alternative to flip-flops is bring some slippers instead, because when you do want to head out onto your balcony, it is very cold to go bare feet or in socks. A pair of shorts. Now, I know it seems a little bit funny to be thinking about bringing a pair of shorts on an Alaskan cruise, but many people have had this experience where it was supposed to be cool on their Alaskan cruise, and then suddenly it was 70 degrees, and they really did feel like, with the warmth of the sun, that they needed a pair of shorts. So it's a good idea to bring at least one pair of shorts and a t-shirt on your Alaskan cruise. A good quality camera. Now, if there is any cruise where you will appreciate having your good quality camera and your lenses, it is an Alaskan cruise. Now, true story, I take all of my photos and videos from my iPhone, but honestly, I did regret not having a better camera on my Alaskan cruise, because I did see some of the photos that people were getting, and it really is just magnificent. You can potentially see a lot of different wildlife, from wildlife that is actually on the coast, and it really is closer than it is on any other type of cruise. So you have a good chance of seeing wildlife. On the morning that we were in Glacier Bay, there were actually bears and there were mountain goats. Now, while a good quality camera and lenses is not a must to bring on your Alaskan cruise, if you are a little bit of a photographer and this is something that you enjoy, you will not regret bringing your camera on your Alaskan cruise. Now, I'm going to leave the links to all of the items that I mentioned in this video, including the Peepers glasses. Now, please let me know if you have any questions or if you have any suggestions of items that I didn't mention in this video. Please let me know down in the comments below. Thank you very much to Peepers for sponsoring this video. I hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, please do give this video a big thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Bye for now, and happy cruising.